Hi guys, so this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Yes, we are starting this. We are starting this video. Of course, to kind of recap, this will be the video of what all happened with me and Raina during my pregnancy and after pregnancy. So I will be doing it in a couple parts because it will get kind of long if I do it all in one section. So I hope you guys are ready for the ride that we're about to go on, and I'm so excited to bring this to you. And yeah, so let's get started. So first I'm going to start off with, of course, how me and her father met. So I went to Indiana Institute of Technology, short Indiana Tech. That's what we all call it, but some people don't know. I went there for track. Track landed me there basically. And I ended up getting my bachelor's in business administration. I really, honestly, guys, I didn't like college track. I had knee injuries and stuff like that, but that's for another video. So Gerard actually went to Indiana Tech his freshman year, but then went to Eastern Michigan my freshman year. So it would have been his sophomore year, the first semester. So actually, I did not meet Gerard until after January, my freshman year. Just a quick little summary. I was down with my friends bowling, and one of his friends was bowling with us. His friend was also bowling with somebody else. So Gerard had came to talk to him, and he asked him to step in for us. Well, we kind of we didn't really talk a lot, it was kind of like a little competitive thing because I was winning. And then he came back and actually beat me. We're not going to talk about that though. And so it was kind of like a little, an interaction thing. And then it kind of got me noticing him like, okay, who is this? And then, so God works in very mysterious ways because at this point, we were meant to talk and dang near be together. Because then I actually tested out of my math class and got put into a higher math class. Well, this higher math class, Gerard was in. Of course. So then we started talking, of course, and the rest is history. So, we always had a goal of graduating college. That was our main goal. We wanted to graduate, we wanted to get our degree, and we were focused and everything like that. So then we actually moved back to my hometown, Dayton, Ohio, after our last semester of school. We actually moved back the end of June, and so then everything was fine. I was working, he was working, we're cool, we're living, we got a 1-bedroom apartment, we're paying bills by ourselves, we're doing cool, right? So then we went to Detroit one day because that's where he is from, to visit his family. And I'm getting worried about, I'm not worried, but I'm like, okay, this is weird. I haven't started my period yet. I take TMI, but I take tampons galore, pads, everything. So I tell him, I'm telling him every day, dry, I don't see anything. I keep going in the bathroom, looking, and I don't see anything. So then on our car ride home, I was like, my app is sometimes a little off and stuff like that. I was like, but another TMI, sorry guys, my boobs was hurting so bad. I've never felt this kind of pain in my life. Well, not this kind of pain, but I've never felt this kind of pain from my boobs in ever. So I was dry, my boobs are hurting so bad. I haven't started my period. And we're having this conversation. He's like, you're dang near pregnant. And I'm like, and we're kind of just laughing it off. jokey about it and everything like that. We get home, no period. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I think it's day 5 or 6. And I'm like, okay, like, I have to take a test. So got a test. And then the next morning before I went to work, because they say, well, I looked it up, of course, I'm Googling everything, the cause of this and everything. So they say like the best time to detect pregnancy, hormones or whatever. I'm not no doctor, but I forgot what I read. But the best time is in the morning because you don't have like all that liquid and stuff in your body. Like it's just fresh pee basically. So I was like, okay, well, I have to get up for work anyways. And I usually have to pee when I first get up. So I'm just going to take the test. I'm in the bathroom, take the test. My hands trembling. I'm just like, oh my God. Because it's like, but it's like, once that test says it, then okay? Okay. But so I'm just looking, I'm staring at this test. Like I have it on the floor and I'm just like, oh my God. And so sure enough, it said pregnant. Guys, sure enough, it definitely says pregnant. And I didn't know how to feel like I said, like I kind of already knew because I know my body. So I'm like, okay, this is all weird. Like this has never happened to me with a period. Like this is weird. Like there has to be something wrong. So I kind of knew it, but it's like I said, once that test turns positive, for sure. So yeah, so then I was gonna I always dreamed of like when me and Dry got pregnant, like telling him in such a cute way, like wrapping it up in a little box and, all that stuff. No. When the actual time came, I could not wait. Like I couldn't wait. I couldn't keep this from him for a full day. And at this time, it was before COVID got really bad. So I was still going in. No, I'm sorry. It was after COVID was starting to slow down because during COVID is probably when I got pregnant. But it was when it was starting to slow down. So I was having to go back into work. So I was like, I can't text him all day and not tell him, So I woke him up. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I woke him up and we just kind of sat on the bed together because it's just like shocking. Like, wow, like you're really about to be a parent. Like this is happening. Like you talk about it, but it's happening. So yeah. And of course, all the rest, we're just going to skip that part. The next day I made an appointment at the Women's Center in Kettering, just to, be sure like everything was fine. Like it said, if you get a confirmed pregnancy test, they would give you an ultrasound for free. So as long as you had insurance. So we went there and we actually got to hear Raina's heartbeat and I cried because it's just like, wow, like girl, you're about to be a mommy. Like you're about to be a mommy to somebody. And it was a surreal feeling. Like you wouldn't know until you're in the situation. Like, because I never thought I would cry and stuff like that, Well, I'm emotional, so maybe I thought I was gonna cry. Sorry. But yeah, so we did all that. I scheduled my first doctor's appointment. That was really boring, They're just kind of telling you about pregnancy, asking you questions, stuff like that. Very boring. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get to the exciting appointments and stuff like that. So fast forward, of course, when you get pregnant, you have to take a whole bunch of tests. It's just test galore, like blood tests and all the other stuff. So I did have a freak out. It was on the sickle cell test. And I was trying to, of course, my results came to my chart. So I was trying to read my results. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I didn't go to school for medical anything. So I kind of read it wrong. I mean, not really read it wrong, but it was just kind of a scare. You don't think about stuff like the scare about sickle cell. I never knew I had the sickle cell trait. And so, you know, if your partner has a sickle cell trait also, your child could have sickle cell. And that's a really scary thing because sickle cell is nothing to play with. Like, it's very serious. Like, you can die from it. Luckily, Gerard did not have the trait and Raina does not have sickle cell. We're going to thank God for that. Seriously. But yeah, it's really scary. Like, when you become pregnant, or like when you think about getting pregnant, you really don't think about stuff like that. Like, you really do not. Like, so I'm going to educate my kids on it as much as I can, like, because that's something important. Like, that's something, if you do decide to be with somebody who has the trait and you have the trait, or that has sickle cell or anything like that, like, that's just something like you have to think about, honestly. Yeah, so my pregnancy was super smooth. Like, of course, up until, like, you know, all this stuff that's gonna happen that I'll tell you about. But the first couple months, so smooth. After I took the test, that first week was kind of rough. I was nauseous. Like, I couldn't really eat a lot. Like, I had to eat crackers and, you know, stuff like that. But literally after that first week, it was like smooth sailing. Like, we went and we got her gender early, and we had a gender reveal. The gender reveal was perfect. I will insert some pictures right here of the gender reveal. It was perfect. Our close family and friends, because at this point I had not put it on social media or anything. Like, only the people who I really talked to knew about it. So I really didn't tell a lot of people at first, because I just, like, you know, you never know and stuff like that. And I just didn't want to go through that publicly or anything like that if that was to happen. So I just kind of kept it to, like, just kind of kept it to ourselves. Like, I wasn't that big anyway. So, I mean, there wasn't, like, you know, cute little baby bumps to share or anything like that. So I just kind of kept it, you know, not a secret, but just private for a little bit, you know. So yeah, we had a gender reveal. It was amazing, and we found out she was a girl. I was so excited because I was mentally preparing myself for her to be a boy. Of course, I wanted her to be a girl, and she was. So that was amazing, of course. But I would have loved I would have loved a boy equally, you know. But, you know, I just wanted to have a girl first. And yeah, it was amazing. My sister did an amazing job. Shout out to her, because she put it together. She kept the secret. As soon as we got the results, we went to this place called Sneak Peek. It's in Centerville. She did amazing also. And we went there, and it was easy. It was quick. She gave us pictures, and when we seen the pictures, I was like, that's a little boy. Like, that is a little boy. Sorry, Raina. But I did think he was a boy at first. So, yeah, but like I said, it was just amazing. Like, you could just feel the love for us and for Raina, who was in my stomach at the time, just all around, everywhere. So that was amazing. So yeah, so that is the beginning. I'm going to stop it right there because we're getting a little lengthy. So just like, subscribe, share, of course, share to others. I know I said I was going to do it on Instagram first, but I decided to come to YouTube just because of how long the videos would be and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for part 2. Thank you. Bye.